Can't see him. He's right here. Dante is. It's awkward the way he's laying on me, and he's holding onto one of my arms, so this is going to be interesting. But that's okay. I can show you that we are here to do a new design for living, and then we'll do the housekeeping. And no, he's moving. Yep, and there he goes. Not even going to make a cameo. Dante. They want to see your pretty face. Oh, well. He's a cat. Who do we know? Dante. Come on. I can just see the back, the tail, and the tail's going, I'm thinking about it. And he walked away. All right. So let's do the housekeeping, and then we'll do your new design for living. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. I will get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and month, and the hot links are hot. So click here now means it. It is also a blind CC, so nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And I will mention the social media merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you are on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the post. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff, and let's be honest, that's the whole point of social media. So it's a free and easy way you can support the center by getting our stuff in front of more people. Okay? All right. Now, A New Design for Living is one of the last books that Ernest himself worked on. He sat down with Willis Kinnear. Yes, I know it's backwards. I don't know how to fix it. He sat down with Willis Kinnear and lined out the process of science of mind. This is the what, the how, and the why. And in science, the why is very important. So that is what he did. And, it really, honestly, science of mind is a way of life. It is a way of moving through the world. And it's one of those ways that says, if you don't like what you're seeing, here's what you can do about it so that you can change it. So, hang on. Let me see if I can get a hold of these. We are currently in chapter 22, Designing a New Life. We are really getting really close to the end of this book. I'm going to have to pick a new book within the next few weeks. So, we may have a month left. I may be able to get through June. But today we are going to talk about the basis of spiritual mind treatment. It's fairly short, so let's see how we go. Because this... Oh, no, proper attitude is kind of long, so we're going to leave that one for tomorrow. Okay, so the basis of spiritual mind treatment. Our whole endeavor is based on an understanding that mind in essence and mind in form are one and the same thing. In other words, we are not trying to reach a known fact with an unknown or unknowable principle. We are not spiritualizing matter or materializing spirit to heal a disease or condition. There is no such thing as a spiritual control of a mere material universe, as though spirit were separate from it. For spirit and matter are not opposite, but a fundamental unity. Remember that he quoted Einstein yesterday about, energy and matter changing forms. Okay? They are the same. They are the opposite sides of the same coin. They are not the same thing, but made of the same thing. Okay? Most important to remember is that there is no God supervising a human kingdom, and there is no law of nature higher than another law of nature. Nature is not in conflict with itself. Nature is one system. God is one. Existence is one. Therefore, spiritual mind treatment deals with disease or any undesirable experience not as an unreality in experience, but as a wrong arrangement of things. All of that. Okay. Not as an unreality in experience, but as a wrong arrangement of things, largely the result of humanity's own thought. And thought, rightly arranged, will automatically rearrange the conditions on the basis that mind and matter are equal and interchangeable. All right. We get accused of science of mind. There's a little paragraph left, but so I'll come back to that. We get accused of not dealing with reality. We are dealing with reality. What we are saying is it doesn't have to be this way, that it is a wrong arrangement of things, and that we can rearrange things by changing our pattern of thinking. All right. I also like, he says there's no God supervising a human kingdom. A lot of people just want to blow God up as a bigger person. No, God is not a personality. I know what the Greeks and the Romans did. I know, what the Hindu, because we can't, our human mind, the little part of the one mind that we use isn't capable of encompassing all of what God is. So we part and parcel God out, and we give that part a name. And that's what I've always believed. Like, yes, all of the gods are gods, but they're not the one God. They are just a part of it, So, it's one of the, I learned that from the Hindus, and I went, I can buy that system. All of these religions all over the world aren't wrong. They're just not complete. Even science of mind is not complete. That's why we're open at the top. Because Ernest knew we don't know all the information, and we can't possibly know the information. I was reading Emma yesterday, and I can't tell if she was slamming Socrates or not, because it's Emma, who knows? But she was talking about Socrates, and what the reason that Socrates is wise is because he knew what he didn't know. So, God is not just a blown up human personality. God can't be mad at us because we are not outside of God. So God can't be disappointed in us because we are not outside of God. And it's really hard to judge something that's inside of you, that's not outside of you. You have to step back a pace and look at it. And fortunately for us, God can't do that. All right, let's read this last paragraph. Our whole approach to spiritual mind treatment is very simple. The universe in which we live is, at its foundation, a conscious, intelligent, spiritual system operating through and as law, the law of mind and action. We are dealing with an intelligence that can do what we ask and will do what we ask and doesn't judge what we ask. And that is where our part comes in, because then it behooves us to be careful what we ask for. And when I say to be careful what we ask for, I don't mean God isn't a genie. God isn't going to try and twist our words. But God also isn't going to go, is that really what you want? God is going to go, oh, well, there's a whole lot of energy there. Let's do that. And a lot of the times we ask for things that we don't want. Why do we do that? Because we think we should want them. Somebody's told us that we should want them. We believe that's what we actually deserve. At which point, none of that may be true. And a lot of the times people will tell us things that we want without ever asking us what we really want. They will think that they know us and say, oh, well, you should do this, when that may not be appropriate for us. It may not be what we actually want. And, advertising is a whole thing where they have come together and to tell us what we want, what's best for us. And they don't know us. So, that's one of those things of, it's a good idea if you're going to sit down and do a spiritual mind treatment to get very clear on what it is that you do want and speak that word. Be authentically who you are with God or the divine or nature or whatever you want to call it. I mean, one, you could quote Oscar Wilde, be yourself because everybody else is taken. And two, if you are your authentic self, then you are going to get what you actually want. And God is not going to judge you for being your authentic self. The only thing, if God could be said to want anything, and I'm not sure that you can say that, what the divine wants is for you to express life. Beyond that, that's where it comes back to that your life is a gift from the divine. What you do with it is your gift back to the divine. Express life. That's it. Anything else, all of those details, those are up to you. And that is the good news and the bad news. It's up to you. So, and that's why it's good to have people in your lives that you trust. So, all right, beloved. I'm going to move on into the process of my day just because I need to go get something to eat. I've had a nice lazy morning and I appreciate it because my trainer is out of school and so we're going to do Wednesdays for the summer. So I get to turn my alarms off on Sundays for a little while. All right, beloveds. I'm going to encourage you now to, I'm going to turn the slide off. I'm going to encourage you now to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. Hey, go be with your community day, a cuddle your fur babies day, eat something really amazing day, a go dance in the sunshine day, a go splash in the puddles if there are any left day, because there was a lot of rain yesterday, you got this day, a let's get prepared for next week day, do you have Memorial Day off day, if you do, enjoy it, if you don't, well, remember that Memorial Day is for the people in uniform who did not come home day. I may be out of words day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. My favorite part of that sentence. I don't know if I said that you were a brilliant light. Yeah, I think I did. Beloved expression of the divine, brilliant light. Yeah. Okay. And as Reverend Jesselyn likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all. All right, beloveds. As I said, I'm going to move on into the process of my day. Reverend David will be on this afternoon. I will be back with you. I may be early tomorrow because I do have Memorial Day off. And I'm trying to decide what to do with it. So I'm going to definitely do it, but I may do it a little early. All right. And then from there, what's the other part? It's Sunday. So if you are watching this before 11 and you are in the area, please feel free to join us in person. If not, or online, yay, as we do this on Facebook Live. If not, and this is after 11, scroll up one video and see what we were talking about on Sunday. Because he's going to talk about anxiety today, so this should be interesting. And if you are watching this on YouTube, well, then hop over to the Creative Life Spiritual YouTube channel and check out and see what we were talking about today. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.